Story with Babs.
First day of the Eid al-Fitr celebration, I was on phone with a friend of mine who lives in a different state in Germany. Our conversation was centered on the Muslim festivals. I made him to understand that there are two important Islamic festivals. The present one is the small festival, which is immediately after the Ramadan fasting period. And growing up, I used to question why it was a small celebration, even though Muslims had to fast for 29 to 30 days to be able to celebrate the Eid al-Fitr. As an adult, I realized no one had the strength to party hard after staying without food for so long. The second and big celebration is the Eid al-Kabir. This is tagged Ileya by the Yoruba Muslims. Ileya means it is time to go home. During the festival, the whole family from far and near converges, and one or many ram plus cow or cow, depending on the size of the family and their financial capability, is slaughtered. It was always a memorable event. One interesting point I noted is that varieties of dishes are cooked in large quantities. Our gate is open for anyone who wants to visit. You'll be fed and even take food with you back home. Not to forget to mention that we the children also take food to our non-Muslims neighbors, and some will later tell us that they have been waiting for us to bring food. And please don't judge them. During most Christmas celebrations and Easter, we expect at least 5 different Christian families to bring food to our household. And there is always a particular family everyone looks forward to because their food is second to none and the meal is served generously. Furthermore, there are neighbors who are so nice that they'll give us what we call Owo Odun, which means festival money. Owo Odun is always for the kids when it's a small amount. But on days when we get very lucky and you get a huge amount, the elderly usually are so kind to tell you they'll keep the money for you. And while I am writing this, I am smiling because one day I am going to ask for my Owodun for my elder sisters with compound interest. This story I am sharing is one of over a decade and a half ago. I don't know if people still share love with one another during festivals like when I was growing up. The old conversation shifted to me asking a question which is quite difficult to answer. Is that really possible in Europe? Let's take Germany as an example. Do people practice such here that during festivals they take food to their neighbors? I think they invite people here specifically because Germany is all about invitation. Don't even try to go to somebody's door without invitation. After living in Germany for some years, I see this place as a place where gifting people, especially food items, must be done with caution so that you don't end up getting yourself in trouble for doing good. Yeah, I said you can give someone food and tomorrow get a letter in your box that you have been charged for food poisoning, and that's like the extreme case, by the way. The person might say he or she was allergic to something in the food or has been purging for days because of your food, even though the neighbor only wanted to be nice. My friend added, yeah, he only wanted to be friendly. And he said, that sounds less German and more American. And I could not dispute that because we have all heard about different lawsuits. For example, that somebody sued McDonald's because they served him a very hot tea instead of hot tea and a very hot coffee, beg your pardon, instead of an hot coffee. And as a result, he won a huge money due to the lawsuit. Money, the said root of all evil. Is money to be blamed, or are humans generally greedy creatures? Without digressing too much from the point of discourse, living in a different continent, in the self-acclaimed first world, and experiencing life in a different way, has made me to question a lot of things. Like, how does one have so much materially But human lives so small, and another so little, and its art is so big. How does somebody have the ability to build the biggest machineries, power a whole continent, travel out of our planet, to mention a few, but this same person finds it difficult to touch the art of a common man? The best things are from the little things. Helen Keller said this in more words that the best things cannot be seen or touched, but they are felt with the art. Is it more difficult to touch the art the more you have? How does someone said to have so little to possess such a big art? My conclusion is that in life you can't have everything, and it is possible to have so little but still have so much power in your possession than you can imagine. This is how the universe was created. You might see another as one who has so much, but have you ever tried to picture this person without material possessions? What do you see? Thank you for listening.